Okay, I'm gonna tell you why law of attraction is a real thing, but not in the way that you think. Let me tell you a story. A while back, I was talking to my fiance about a new job that I had just started, only a couple days in. And I was complaining to her and I was telling her, man, I don't know if I like this job. Honestly, I was saying, I don't like this job. I'm not having a good time. This is what's frustrating me here, and this is frustrating me here. And you know what? I don't even know if I want to work a regular job. I just want to go and be free, and I don't want to be a part of this system, and yada, yada, yada. My fiance responded back to me, okay, well, that makes me kind of scared for the future. That makes me scared for the future because if we're going to keep living the lifestyle that we're living now and attain the lifestyle that we want, we both need to be working a job. And okay, what are we going to do? What's going to happen here and what's going to happen here? My response to her in that moment was one of frustration, was one of, frankly, anger. And I looked at her and I said, oh, that's not what I wanted to hear. I needed you to tell me that everything was going to be okay. I needed you to tell me that, no, it's going to get better. And I literally, like a child, I complained to her based on her response to me. Almost immediately in that moment, I realized the only reason why she's telling me that she's afraid of the future is because I'm projecting fear to her. The reason why I'm complaining about my job, it's a new job. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm learning something new. And it's hard to learn something new. It's scary to learn something new. I felt like I was doing things wrong at work. I felt like I wasn't as good as my coworkers. And it's understandable to feel nervous and feel scared. It's a new job. But I was taking those feelings and I was so identifying with the fear of failing and the fear of not being a good worker in my job, not being good at this new environment that I'm partaking in. And when I went and spoke to my fiance, what I was speaking to her and projecting onto her was that fear. And the response oftentimes in fear, it's fight or flight. So I was saying, oh, I don't want to work this job. I don't want to be a part of the system anymore. I don't know. I just want to go be free. And what I got back, because I'm creating this, I got back fear from my fiance. Why did this happen? How does this tie into law of attraction? For those of you who aren't already tracking with me. Everything we see and everything around us is a reflection of our internal state of being. I only will ever live through the filter of the character that I'm playing today. And that's Cody, this body here that we see. And so as I project my internal state of being back to me, my fiance reflects it right back. And so I'm giving out this energy, which is being returned back to me. The energy you give is the energy you get. And I realized that almost immediately. I was like, oh, how can I even be mad at my fiance when all she's doing is reflecting back to me my own emotion of fear and my own inability to go with the flow in the moment. So, how does this again tie into law of attraction? How does this really work? Well, in understanding that my emotions and the way that I respond to those emotions in my environment determines my behavior. And my behavior and my actions, what I project, in other words, is what's going to be returned back to me. So oftentimes I hear or read books where it's all they talk about is with law of attraction, you just got to think about it. You got to think about it. You got to think about it. You got to think about it. And that's going to come to you. But that's a lie. They're lying to you. The real law of attraction starts with the thought and ends with the action. And so imagine if I was feeling afraid about the job. I was feeling afraid I'm not going to do a good job. I don't know if this is the right thing for me. I don't know. But instead of reacting with the fear, instead I take a step back and I'm like, okay, why do I feel like I don't want to work at this job? Why do I feel these emotions? Oh, I'm just afraid. I'm afraid that I'm not doing a good job. I'm afraid I'm going to fail. Oh, okay. I'm going to take a step back. And even though I'm feeling this way, I'm going to put my best foot forward. I'm going to try my best. And imagine if I told my fiance instead, hey, I started this new job and you know what? I don't really know what I'm doing. It kind of makes me feel a little bit nervous, but I think this is going to go really well. And I'm going to try my best. Not only is my fiance going to respond back to me, oh, that's amazing. That's so awesome. I know you can do it. I'm going to go to work and I'm going to carry that energy with me, even if I'm still feeling nervous. And so in that way, I'm creating this experience around me, but this time I'm creating it in a direction of growth and evolution instead of fear and I might fail. Now, one of the major differences you might have caught there is that when I'm responding with confidence, when I'm responding by taking a step back, I'm actually making the conscious decision to create and bring something into my life versus when I'm just reacting because I feel afraid. One, I didn't even understand that it was really fear that was driving my reactions. And two, because I didn't understand what was actually driving my reactions, I wasn't even in control. It was the emotion of fear that was controlling me. So in a certain way, you could say I wasn't creating anything at all. In fact, I was being completely unconscious. And I was just at the whims and the will of other people around me, other situations around me. The beautiful thing is you get to create what you want and it will come to you based on the choice you make inside. How am I going to respond to this? All of a sudden, the things you feel on the inside, which determine the choices you make on the outside, that's going to start attracting to you all these sorts of different experiences. But what choices are you making? Are you going to react based in fear? Or are you going to respond based in strength and love and truth despite the feelings that come up? Something to think about.